This is my grocery haul for the month of February. Now I'm going to get everything taken out of the bags and kind of organized, and then I'll show you what I got. Are you ready to see what I purchased for my one shop for the month? And if you are, stay tuned. Well, family, it's time to turn the page. We've come to the end of January. There's our shop list, and I have some of those products that are going to be coming in by delivery, and some I did curbside. So I'm flipping over to the month of February. Now there is the copy of the list of our one plan, 1 month, 1 shop February. And you know, we're maximizing our kitchen this year in 2021. Now, I have lots of meal ideas that I have placed on our community page as well as the video. So you will have an opportunity to take a look at those. You may find something that's interesting and fun for your family, and I hope you will. So I'm going to let you take a look at some of the things that I've purchased today with our curbside pickup. Before we get to everything that we've purchased, I'm hoping that you will take a moment and please become a member of our family. Go down, tap that first like button, tap the subscribe button, go down in the description because it's going to give you lots of information that you may want to know. You know, I've been doing this one shop for the month for quite a while. And the good thing about it is that it keeps you on top of what you need in your kitchen. Because first, you shop your kitchen and your pantry and your freezers and your refrigerators, and then you make your list. And making your list is very important because, as you know, if you go into that grocery store without a list, oh my goodness, the things you will find that just look so interesting to purchase. Now, we're going to take a look, and this is all I needed for the month. I had everything I needed already here. We're going to work our way around the peninsula on my counter, and so that you can see the things that I purchased. I needed extra large white eggs, and I purchased 18 of those. That's going to be enough for the rest of the month because I had some already in the refrigerator. I picked up some additional fresh vegetables, and I needed tomatoes because, you know, tomatoes are something that we use probably every night in our salads. These Granny Smith apples were $1 a pound. Wow, what a savings. I also picked up the regular green cabbage as well as red cabbage because I use those in my salad as well. I picked up fresh spinach, and I made absolutely certain that I looked at that date because I wanted this spinach to be good into the month of February. Now, once that's gone, then it's gone until the next pickup. Now, you'll notice that I have 2 containers of this French roast coffee. It is a dark coffee, nice and bold, nice and dark. Now, the good thing about it is I've bought the expensive stuff, and you know, it is great, but it's very pricey. We drink coffee every day, and so because of that, I'm always looking for a good coffee at a reasonable price. And this has been the best coffee that I've found. This is the Great Value French Roast Dark. And you know, this particular size runs about $7 or so per container. And this is enough for us for exactly a month. I got it down pat at this point. I also needed some White Lily self-rising flour. I love White Lily flour. It is great, whether it's self-rising or all-purpose. It's a good flour to have. I needed some additional spaghetti to put in the spaghetti container because sometimes during this month there will be some type of pasta dish. Hubby loves V8. So we are always purchasing bottles. We never leave the grocery store without at least 3 bottles of V8. He keeps it in the refrigerator all the time, and that's kind of his late night snack. Now, more fresh vegetables. We have carrots. I sometimes get that gigantic bag of carrots. I think it's about 2 pounds. But it just hangs around too long, and the carrots end up past their best. And so rather than do that, I just got the 1 pound and let that do. So that one's going to have to do. Of course, celery is always necessary. And we have some green pepper, spring onions, as well as an English cucumber. And we do go through English cucumbers pretty quickly. Now, cheeses. We love cheese. Our grandchildren love cheese. Our entire family loves cheese. And so because of that, we're always purchasing some type of cheese. Now, we love pimento cheese, and I know I could make it, but why make it when you can find it in the pack already done? I use American cheese most of the time when I'm fixing my biscuits with sausage and cheese on it. And I like American. Now, I purchased some Angus steaks. And, the Angus New York strip steaks are absolutely delicious. And when I buy steak, I want Angus. I don't care where I get it from, whether it's Kroger, Publix, or wherever it is, it's going to be an Angus beef. Now, I also needed some taco seasoning because sometime or another I'm thinking maybe for Super Bowl we may have tacos. I also got some Crisco. I have some regular Crisco, but I was out of the butter flavor. So I got some butter flavor because I kind of like to mix the two when I'm making my biscuits. I also needed some tomato sauce. And tomatoes are one of those things that every time I go to the grocery store, I come home with several cans of tomatoes in one form or another. But I've got chili tomatoes with the green chilies. I've got just the regular tomato sauce, as well as the diced tomatoes here that I can throw into just about anything. And soup, pasta, whatever, and I can come out with a great meal. Let's see. We have yogurt. And the big guy wanted yogurt. I sent him over to the counter to get what he wanted, and he came back with the yogurt. We also have an eggplant. Now you notice I only have one. And that's because, eggplants can go bad pretty quickly. One is enough, just big enough for whatever the dish may be that we decide that we want to eat. I also purchased creamer. And this is a creamer that I use all the time. And yes, it's a great value. I like their regular French vanilla as well as their hazelnut. And there was only one hazelnut on the shelf. But they had quite a few French vanillas, and they're very reasonably priced. So, kudos to Walmart for having my creamer. I also purchased a couple of bottles of salad dressing. Now, I use salad dressing for more than just salad. I use salad dressing very often as a marinade, and I love using Italian dressing to marinate steaks and pork or whatever. And so that's very often you'll see me add some type of dressing to whatever the meat is. We use Splenda in our coffee. So check Splenda's off the list. Now, I had not had to buy these paper products in quite a while, but you know what? They were starting to run low. I use the Great Value Ultra napkins. And I do that now because that's what the big guy and I like. We like that heavier napkin, but when the kids were here, we used whatever napkin we could get. And so we usually use the ones where you got 10 million of them in a package because they went through napkins so quickly. But because it's just the two of us and we're a little more careful with our napkin usage, then I can afford to buy the nicer napkins. They are nice and strong. They look pretty on the table, and they take care of business. We also accumulate some paper plates because there's only two of us. Sometimes we'll just do paper plates rather than using actual plates. And of course, the one item that is a pretty pricey item but definitely needed is trash bags. We go through probably a trash bag, if not every day, every other day. So it's always good to pick up a new box of trash bags each month. Whether you need it or not, I'd rather have them than to be without. Now, that's our pickup for the month of February. I think I've done pretty good. Under $150, and I am just happy as a little lark. So I evidently have been shopping pretty wise. I hope that you will take advantage of the one plan, 1 month, and one shop. And if you can't do one shop because you have a larger family, then at least every 2 weeks. Maybe on the 1st, and then the 15th, and then on the 1st again, and then the 15th. Because the longer you can stretch that out, you will find, number one, that your accumulation of things in your pantry will grow. And number two, your bill is going to be much more efficient and very nice to your pocket. Now, I hope that you'll come back and that you'll join me here in the kitchen, because you know at Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme, we do things in the kitchen for the kitchen. And so we cook, we decorate, whatever this girl thinks she needs right here in this kitchen. That's what we do. And it's all about the home and all about the heart of our family and keeping that family together and keeping them loving and happy. All right, I'm going to finish getting the kitchen cleaned up. I make coffee every day at the coffee bar, or as some call it, a beverage bar. And initially, it was set for winter. But you know what? I thought, well, let's kind of spiff this up. And I found a few things and I put a few things together just so when hubby came to this coffee bar, he would know that I had him in mind. And so I'm just giving you a quick peek at what he sees every day as he picks up his coffee and or picks up his tea, whichever the case may be. But do a little something extra for the one you love, because after all, they're very special to each of us. I hope you have had a wonderful time in the kitchen, and I hope that you will continue to be a part of the Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme family. I have certainly enjoyed your presence.